Layla had hardly looked at him since they left Chapel Springs, except to shoot him disdainful looks. He couldn't seem to say anything right. Even when he'd complimented her appearance, and he'd meant every word, she twisted his words. They moved forward. Jack was now just inches away. Jack, his former best friend. They were still friends, but it wasn't the same. Jack had changed as he'd moved up in the world. The old Jack never would have treated a woman so callously. "Murphy." Jack reached out for a one-arm hug. "Thanks for coming, man." "Congratulations, you two." The groom's eyes drifted to Layla, widening slightly at the sight of her on Seth's arm. He recovered quickly, leaning in for a shoulder hug. "Layla, thank you for coming." As Layla pulled away from Jack, her hand tightened to a death grip on Seth's arm. "Layla!" Jessica greeted her cousin with a plastic smile and leaned in for a kiss that didn't quite meet Layla's cheek. "Jess, congratulations." There was no sign of anxiety in her even tone. "You look lovely." "Thank you. It took forever to find this dress." Her eyes swept down Layla and back up again. "Oh my gosh. I used to have a dress just like that. Mom finally gave it to Goodwill, but I just loved it." Seth inched away, tugging Layla with him. "We should move on. We'll catch you at the reception." As soon as they rounded the corner, Layla pulled away. Her shoulders set, she walked stiffly, her heels clicking on the hallway tile. There was no sign of distress on her face, save her clenched jaw. "You're doing great," he said. She shot him a look as they exited the church and remained quiet on the ride to the reception, which was being held at an elegant hall a few miles away. After finding a table, Layla made the rounds with her family. Seth had offered to go with her, but got only a hard look in return. There was no question she blamed him for all this, but he'd never meant for it to happen, would never have hurt Layla intentionally. It had started when he'd intercepted a call from Jessica, whose car had broken down on the highway. How could he possibly have known when he sent Jack after her where it would lead? And in the coming weeks, when Jack had mentioned Jessica in passing, he'd thought nothing of it. In retrospect, Seth could see he'd been a little slow on the uptake, and Layla blamed him for not warning her. Or maybe she blamed him for getting the ball rolling. Probably both. He watched her now, peeling away from her great aunts. Even with the fake smile, she was the most beautiful woman in the room, with her long dark hair, flawless skin, and wide green eyes. She was long-legged, with curves in all the right places, but that wasn't why she dug so deeply under his skin. No, it was her feisty spirit that drew him most, the way her eyes sparked with emotion, the way she stood up for herself and those she cared about. Layla was flat-out amazing. And Jessica knew it, too. That's why she jabbed at her cousin every chance she got. That comment in the receiving line had made him want to shake the spoiled woman. Watching Layla now, he had a feeling things hadn't gone any better with her aunts. She was finishing what appeared to be a pleasant conversation with her dad, her brother Beckett, and Beckett's fiancée Madison. A moment later, Layla passed by him, stopping at the open bar several feet away. "Mr. Malcolm, good to see you," she said. Stanley Malcolm extended his hand. "You too, Layla O'Reilly. I stopped into your office a while back." Right. Nice to see you again." Layla had recently started staging homes for sale. Seth had heard good things about her decorating skills, but she was still part-time at Cappy's, so he wondered if she was struggling to get her business off the ground. Layla's body language exuded confidence as she spoke with Stanley. Good for her. Malcolm Realty specialized in the high-end historical homes in their region. Stanley could put her enterprise on the map. Layla handed him a business card, and he stuck it in the pocket of his suit coat. Daniel Dawson, the very young mayor of Chapel Springs, approached them, extending his hand to Stanley. The broker turned from Layla to give Daniel his full attention. Layla's smile fell away. Her hands floundered in the air a moment. "Hello, Seth." Marcia Marquardt appeared in front of him, blocking his view. He stood and shook her hand. "Mrs. Marquardt, good to see you." "You haven't forgotten about Silent Night, have you?" "Of course not." In a weak moment this summer, she talked him into participating in the annual tour of homes the weekend before Christmas. "I can't wait to see what you come up with." She patted his shoulder. "Have a lovely evening." As she walked away, he wished for the dozenth time he turned her down. Decorating his old house was going to bite. He possessed exactly one box full of Christmas decorations and 0 decorating skills. A commotion sounded at the front of room as the bride and groom made their entry. Layla returned to the table as the couple began their first dance. She said little